How do you buy and sell a property at the same time? Well, the Greeks knew it, the Carthaginians knew it, and now you're going to know it. The answer is, it depends. Okay, there we go. That just about wraps it up, so see you guys later. Hi, I'm Andrew Scannell, and yes, it does depend. It depends on a few things, including whether or not it's a buyer or seller's market. There is no exact right answer, but here are a few things to consider. If it's a seller's market, you may want to consider putting a property that you want to buy under agreement first, because it's a seller's market, you can assume that you will be able to sell your property quickly. In an ideal situation, you could find a property to buy with a seller who also does not want to close for a few months, and that would give you sufficient time to list and sell your property. You may also want to state in your marketing and advertisements that a buyer of your property must agree to make their purchase contingent on you finding suitable housing. This might limit your buyer pool, but if the market is competitive enough, you may be able to find a buyer who is willing to be flexible with the closing date to appease you. If it is a buyer's market, you may want to put your property under agreement first, because that would be the more challenging sale. And the last thing you want to do is be paying 2 loans because you can't sell your property. Not to mention, if you have your current property under agreement, you'll know exactly how much you're going to get for it, which will inform your financial situation and how much exactly you have to spend on purchasing a new property. Let's talk about contingencies. Yes! Whether you're buying or selling, you can seek to add a contingency to the contract. For instance, if you're buying, you could make your offer contingent on the sale of your current property. A lot of sellers may not want to agree to this, but it's more likely to be accepted if you already have your property under agreement and that purchase process is already underway. And as mentioned previously, you could also require a buyer making an offer on your property to allow you sufficient time to find suitable housing. Let's talk bridge loans and HELOCs briefly, because really you should talk to a lender about them. HELOC is a home equity line of credit. HELOCs are probably a little bit simpler than bridge loans. A HELOC, you basically tap the equity of your current property to use as a down payment for the purchase you're seeking to make. Bridge loans can get a little complicated. I'm not even sure that all lenders are doing them now. Basically, you're getting a loan to cover the down payment, but the problem is you have to qualify for the current loan you have, the bridge loan itself, and any financing that you might need for your purchase. Okay, that was a lot of fun. Let's talk about leaseback agreements, aka lease and occupancy agreements, aka rentbacks, though there may be some subtle differences between those. But a leaseback agreement is essentially where you as a seller remain in the property as a tenant, leasing back the property from the purchaser. Now you have the proceeds from your sale, and you can then use that for a down payment or purchase of another property. If the purchaser of your property financed that purchase, there may be a time limit on those, 60 days. The idea is that you remain in the property with the money from the sale, and it's a little bit simpler. You have some time to buy another property. Okay, there you go. There are some things to consider when buying and selling a property at the same time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it the old like and subscribe 1-2. I'm Andrew Scannell. This is Life.0. Now you know, and that's the show. Peace.